Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Stacy and this is the For Bricks and Giggles YouTube channel. For today's speed build, I have a Star Wars set 10123 Cloud City from 2003. So stick around to the end to hear my review and let's get started. So here's the completed build. This set is right around 675 pieces and comes with 8 minifigures. Now if you all have been following my channel for a while, you know that I don't collect a whole lot of Star Wars sets, and this one does not belong to me. This set is my brother's and he was kind enough to loan it to me to do a review of. He has had this set since it originally came out in 2003. He would have been like 7 or 8 years old when it came out. He's always loved the Star Wars sets, but I thought since he had such a rare and amazing set, I'd love to show it on my channel. I've never gotten to build it before because obviously I didn't own it and he would have built it. I may have played with it a little bit, but I really don't remember actually playing with it a whole lot, if any, as a kid. So it was really cool to have the chance and opportunity to build this set. It's really cool even as someone who's not super into Star Wars. So this set is chock full of amazing minifigures, as most of you all already know. The value of this set is just astronomically unbelievable. But I'll go ahead and show you those really cool collectible minifigures first. First, I just want to clarify that when I said 8 minifigures, BrickLink qualifies this piece as a minifigure. So this is the Han Solo in Carbonite piece, which is a really cool piece. It came in 4 sets between 2000 and 2006, and it's still relatively inexpensive. So if you're looking for a cool Han Solo in Carbonite piece, this one is really nice and one of the original ones. Here we have just the regular Han Solo from the set. He came in this set, as well as during this era they did some collectible minifigures that came in 3 packs. He was also in one of those, and those are the only 2 sets. And he's usually, you know, starting at a bare minimum of $15, but probably $20+ if you want to get him individually. Here we have Darth Vader, a very classic minifigure. He was in several sets around this era, and this was before the color change, so his head is the original light gray color. Very cool minifigure. Got a Stormtrooper. He's in a few sets around this era too, not terribly expensive if you wanted to get him individually. Here we have Luke Skywalker. Now this is where we're getting to some of the more expensive minifigures. I was lucky enough to find these legs in a bulk lot purchase since I've started my BrickLink store. This is the only set those legs are found in, and I actually sold them for $225, which is absolute insanity. The rest of his parts are not super expensive, but the legs are what make him very expensive, so if you were just going to be buying the other few pieces, not going to be a lot, but the legs are astronomically expensive. Here we have Cloud City Leia, so only in this set. Again, insanely expensive. I think she's starting at about $125 on BrickLink. So it's just so cool to be holding a piece of Lego history. Here we've got Lando. He has this really cool dual color cape, so it's like a yellow color underneath and then this pretty light blue color on top. Again, insanely expensive, looking like at least $400 bare minimum to buy him individually. And finally, the infamous Boba Fett. I'm like in shock looking at it on BrickLink. The cheapest one right now is $2,100. He has these great printed arms and legs, and obviously only found in this set. So just absolutely insane. And I'm so grateful that my brother let me borrow this set to be able to see all of these amazing minifigures in person. So since I'm not super knowledgeable about Star Wars and I don't want to pretend to be, most of my review will just be on the functionality of the set because I don't know a lot of the historical basis of the display of Cloud City. I have asked a few questions so that I hopefully won't sound super unintelligent about it, but I don't want to pretend that I'm some sort of Star Wars expert when I'm not. I have detached the landing pad from the back because you wouldn't be able to see it otherwise, but it does come right behind the whole set here, and I believe this is where like the Millennium Falcon could land, or obviously, if you're just playing for fun, any of the spacecrafts from Star Wars. So a really cool kind of simplistic build there. It was cool to see these pieces in light gray. Typically, these pieces are usually only found in Belleville sets, so it was interesting to see it in such a regular neutral color in a Star Wars set of all things. So they are fairly expensive, like everything from Cloud City, if you want to buy them individually. But I guess when I thought about Cloud City from my childhood brain, this was the only section of it I really remembered, so I didn't even really initially realize this whole section was going to be in there. So really cool. Again, love these pieces. So I'll start on this end because I think this is so cool. So this section lets you put Han Solo into the carbonite, which is really awesome. So you get this little build to set him on, and then it slides into the end here, and then there's a Technic gear in the back that will lift him up and down. So he starts out, you know, just a regular minifigure, and then you'll lower him down. And then lift it back up. And it looks like the device has encased him in carbonite. So I think that's a really cool design feature to be able to do that and to be able to reenact that scene. I really like about this set the division of the 3 sections, and that they each have their own little feel to them and their own individual build to them, so you can reenact different scenes from the movies. So a little closer up look there. Lots of these great translucent neon orange pieces. Then in the center section here, this is where this doorway would lead to this landing area that I was talking about earlier. So again, they've got another great movable piece here that allows you to get that doorway open. So if you twist this, it will lift the door open. And that's about as far as it'll open because there are these slope pieces on this side as well as these slope pieces on the other side. And here's a look at the back of the whole set, which is really cohesive and kind of decorative for the back of a set. I was really impressed by how decorative they made the back of this set. That just twists up. You can see the string wrapping around. That's just twisting it up there, and that's how it lifts. I'd also like to point out this little tree looking build. So those are regular flower stems that are usually found in, like, you know, traditional green, but they're in brown in this set. And this is the only set to ever have brown flower stems. And what's super random is when I was in high school, I bought a lot of Lego, and it was a very weird lot. I bought it off of eBay, and it would have very repetitive pieces in it. So it wasn't like, oh, someone is selling their collection and it's, you know, parts of sets or, you know, random buckets that they've bought over the years. It almost looked like someone had taken like leftover pieces from the Lego factory and boxed them up together, because I would get like 100 of the same piece, 200 of the same piece. And so there was only, you know, 100 or 200 different types of pieces in this lot. And these brown stems were in there. I still have them. I never sold them on BrickLink, but I've never had Cloud City. We've never gotten a partial lot of Cloud City because who doesn't know the value of Cloud City? So it's just so weird that I have, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 of them, and only 2 came in the set. So where would this person have gotten more than the amount that was in one Cloud City set? So just a random little fact for you there, I just found very interesting. Then on this end, we've got this nice little staircase leading up, and then this piece does open. So if you place a minifigure on there, I don't want to damage any of the minifigures, so I don't want to fling any of them, but it would fling them back. So I believe this is kind of like a scene with Darth Vader. I'm fairly certain. I could be wrong about that. And then on top here, I just want to show you these little tile pieces that are decorative. So a cool decorative element there. In the back here as well, if you press on this tan piece, this will also come forward. So another cool movable element there. And then we've got this great build on the end. I like the use of these hose pieces. That's really nice. So quite honestly, a really beautiful design. I feel like this is the pinnacle of Star Wars Lego. Please tell me if there's a more rare or valuable set that I don't know of. Maybe the most expensive set I can think of. I mean, it goes for thousands of dollars, which is just absolute insanity. It's one of those sets where you're like, man, I wish I had known at the time that it would be worth this much. I would have bought 10 of them. So obviously I can't in good conscience recommend this set due to the price. Not that I don't recommend it, but like, I can't advise anyone to spend thousands of dollars on a set. That just seems irresponsible and impractical. But I believe this set was $100 originally, and quite honestly, I'm not even sure where to guess as a start. Since Boba Fett is going for $2,100 by himself, my guess would probably be at least $3,000 for the total set. There are no complete ones listed on BrickLink right now. There were 2 that were without all of the minifigures, and that was between like $300 and $400, but quite honestly, why would you get the set without the minifigures? And then there was one that had every minifigure except for Boba Fett, and that one was $1,500. So honestly, that'd probably be the best deal you could get. Maybe add Boba Fett in later. I don't know. It's just my brain can't process that it's this expensive. So again, super grateful my brother let me, you know, bring this home and make a review of it, and I've made a few TikToks with it just while I've had the opportunity, because why not? But I'd love to hear if anyone else has this set, and again, if anyone knows of a more valuable set, because I'd love to know. Obviously, Star Wars has some great sets and some super cool minifigures, so if not this set, definitely check out the theme in general. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.